Welcome back. Today I'll be showing you guys how you can get a free Jamar Chase throughout Madden Mobile 25 reward realm. So let me get straight into it, breaking it down for you guys today. As you can see, we got different versions of Jamar Chase, and I didn't say in the beginning of this video how to get the Mythic Jamar Chase for free because that's not possible. You cannot get this Mythic for free, okay? And honestly, Jamar Chase is not really a great wide receiver in Madden Mobile, to be fair. I mean, if EA's giving a free card just for playing throughout Team of the Year, I'm taking that free card. Now, it is the Epic, but then again, it's also the Iconic. It's the 150 version. It's not the 158, but the 150 Iconic is still good. Obviously, it says 159 because of boost. It's 150 regular for everyone, just to clarify. He gets +1 overall to Team of the Year. It's very important to get this card because of the +1 overall. The stats are better than the Epic, obviously, knowing that the Epic also has +1 overall, but the stats are just a little bit better on the 150, obviously. So yeah, you can get the Jamar Chase Iconic 150 overall card. Now, how would you do that? Simply click play now and just play throughout the Team of the Year. I got this already done. What did I claim? We got the Stadium Reward Realm 4 completed. I'll take my Stadium Team of the Year 2025 Olympus. Pretty nice. Now, we just got to click around to see where these epics are at. So if you claim 3 Iconics throughout Team of the Year, which you guys can get around 6 Iconics throughout Team of the Year, by the way, just to clarify, you can get the epics. Now, that is just one epic, and the other epic is somewhere. You got to tap around just to find the epic to see where they're all at. So, okay, he's more above. So the first one's right here. It's 3 Iconics for one of the epics. And this is throughout Part 1 and Part 2 players. You can get either Part 1 Iconics or Part 2 Iconics throughout Team of the Year. Part 2 comes out on the 19th of March. And where's the other epic? 5 Iconics throughout Team of the Year 1 and 2 for the other epic. So it's 5 Iconics and 3 Iconics. Now, don't think it's 5 plus 3. No. It's when you claim your first 3, you get that epic, and when you claim 2 more, it makes 5, and then you get the other epic. And then once you do that, you'll take your 2 epics, you'll bring them to the trades, and you'll put it in for this 150 Iconic wide receiver Jamar Chase, which gives +1 overall to Team of the Year players. And then you have an Iconic now on your team. 150 is a solid overall. Obviously, it's not too great in a way because I guess Mythics can be around 179 with boost, depending on your boost. It could be higher, it could be lower. And honestly, it's not too bad. If you have a regular team like me, 150 should be a solid overall, but nothing too great, depending on your wide receivers and or tight ends in there. Because you're going to run double tight end, then that leaves you with 2 wide receivers. So just depends on if you can put them on your team or not. But it's still a free card at the end of the day, and all you have to do is play throughout the Team of the Year promo, throughout Part 1 and Part 2, which is pretty cool. I do recommend you guys being in 4,000 overall, and by doing that, boost up your team overall, because 3,100 really doesn't cut it as much, because the best events throughout here are what, 30? You would want 60. That's an extra 30, right? It's a lot better to get another 30 plus onto that, and it just benefits you to getting more tokens, to then getting more players. Because the goal is to get 5 Iconic Team of the Year players, by the way, and you can get up to 6, but remember, you got to do your daily refill, and you got to grind. Now, you can get 7 Iconics throughout the promo, but you would have to get, obviously, 6 Iconics throughout Part 1 and Part 2 to then, obviously, claim the Iconic Jamar Chase, which makes 7, right? Now, I think you can honestly get 5 pretty easily. If you want to get an extra Iconic, obviously, do your refills. You would have to get lucky. I think the luck side of that will help, but 6 is usually, like, the goal because you'll get 2 Iconics, some extra epics, and if you can get a little bit more than those couple extra epics, that will benefit you to getting more players to then getting yourself that Team of the Year Jamar Chase. So, honestly, it's not too bad. Obviously, not the Mythic, but let's be fair. If we go to the News tab and go back to the Reward Realm and then click Play Now, and we go down to the Mythic Jamar Chase, which is the fourth to last. You need 8 Mythics, guys, for the second 158. The first one is 12. I don't know what EA's smoking, but 8 Mythics is crazy. 12 Iconics still is pretty up there. Knowing that in the beginning, they were saying you can get 12 Iconics throughout the game free to play throughout Team of the Year, I thought I was like, oh wow, that's cool, you can get the 158. When they say you can get around 6 if you get lucky, 5 normally throughout free to play, and then an extra when you get the Jamar Chase, because if you get 5 Iconics, you get the extra Jamar Chase. I was like, who did the math wrong on that one? Because I was convinced we could get 12 Iconics at the start because of Part 1 and Part 2. I was thinking like, wow, 2 parts, that's gonna be crazy. Now, it was said that 12 Iconics was a thing for free to play if Part 1 and Part 2 were together. Knowing that Part 1 trades cannot go into Part 2 trades, that just leads it to being, you know, half of it. It like splits the Iconics in half, which is crazy. But yeah, that's how it goes. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. That's going to do it. Do this right now. Claim your iconic Jamar Chase. You get it towards the end of the promo. Obviously, you won't get it right now because only part 1's out. So you can get only a couple of iconics if you grind throughout it. There's 13 days on this. Then obviously when the 19th hits and you get part 2, you got to grind the 13 plus days of that as well, which ends on the 4th of April. So pretty much April 3rd is when part 2 ends. So you do have a long time to grind to get players. So make sure you're playing right now. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. That's going to do it. Drop a like in the video if you did enjoy. And as well, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.